Hello everyone, I thought I'd do a video of my Tuono 660 I bought used, since there's a lot of videos of reviews but not very many videos of aftermarket parts you stick on the Tuono. So I bought it used with about 700 miles at the Portland Motocorsa dealer. It looked like it was in good shape, only some scratches on the tank. And it came with a bunch of aftermarket parts. So I'll show you there's a few scratches on the tank. Nothing major. Obviously you can't really see them on the camera very well. There's one right there. And that was making a weird metallic foil crumpling noise, but that ended up being the chain that was really dirty, and I cleaned it and it has since gone away. As you can see, it has the Aprilia exhaust. It's a full exhaust without the catalytic converter. But as you can see, it has sort of like a resonator built into it, so it's not completely unmuffled. And then the headers look pretty nice. They're a little bit loose, so I tightened them a little bit. And a very cool carbon fiber exhaust. And it also came with the bracket right here that gets rid of the foot pegs for the rear passenger. So definitely can't take anybody on the back anymore, because it didn't actually include any of that when I bought it. And then they got a tail tidy when I bought it, or before I bought it also, which looks pretty good. And it also has the updated ECU to handle this full exhaust setup, which actually sounds pretty awesome. And one thing I did do was I got rid of the stock windscreen. I thought the clear didn't look quite right with the rest of the bike, but this Puig one that I got looks pretty good, and it surprisingly gets rid of a little bit of the wind blast, probably because there's a little bit of a gap. You can sort of see there's a little bit of gap in between the windshield and the body, which flows air in underneath a little bit to get rid of the extra wind turbulence. And I also got a fancy quad lock mount that goes onto the handlebar bracket. I got a vibration dampener as well. That works pretty well. That way I can have a little bit of navigation on my bike. I haven't installed the USB plug because it wasn't in stock, but technically it goes right here where this little thing is. You have to take the front of the bike off apart to get to it, to install it. And here's what the original windshield looked like. So it was obviously much smaller, but still. And I also got rid of the original seat. It was comfortable for about an hour, then it started hurting the butt. As you can see, I have the comfort seat. The comfort seat's more comfortable, just like the name says, and it makes the bike less drastic, I guess, because it doesn't have the very bright orangish red seat anymore that it originally had. But it still looks good because the rims and everything else has the bright orangish red. And I changed the oil, and that went pretty well. Pretty easy to change the oil. Just take off the lower fairing part 3 bolts on each side, and then little rubber things that hold them on. And I will start it up. It's probably going to be extra loud since I'm in the garage with the door closed. And it has the quick shifter, which is one of the reasons why I ended up buying it, because I liked it so much. There's a little picture of the quick shifter. It installs right here, and then the wire's up, and then if you do it after you buy the bike, you have to get the dealer to tweak the ECU. It does not come with the IMU cornering tail lights and cornering traction control, unfortunately, so maybe I'll do that later at one point. And to access the menus, you push these up and down arrows, and it'll cycle through the trip meters just like you've seen in all the other videos for all the fuel and stuff. And then this button down here changes your riding modes from commute, dynamic, individual, and I'm not going to go through all the menus because there's other videos on that. But I'm very happy with how fun the bike is. It's not too powerful like a liter bike where you can't give it full throttle. It's definitely fast enough where you give it full throttle and it'll be a lot of fun, especially with the quick shifter. Flying through the gears with that quick shifter makes it pretty awesome. And if you noticed the other bike in the background, that's my Moto Guzzi I've done a video on. So now it has a companion, Italian companion, to go with it. Although I do have a Japanese car, so that doesn't quite go with the Italian theme, but oh well. I doubt I'll ever buy a Lamborghini, but who knows. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Thanks for watching.